Hi everybody, this is Kevin from Paintball Tactical Mods, and we are going to do a demonstration video on how to modify your TipX clamshell in order to use your Nemesis barrel. Before we get into modifying, let's talk about some of the tools that we're going to use. First, we have a variable speed cordless power drill, and second, we have a sanding tube Dremel kit. This particular kit I got at a local Harbor Freight for $8. Inside this kit we have 120 grit tube and 80 grit tubes, and we have multiple diameter drivers as well. I chose the 1/2 inch driver and the 80 grit tube. Okay. Before you start your sanding, you're going to want to completely disassemble your TipX. All the internals need to be removed. To save time, I've already done that. Once you've removed all of your internals, you want to go ahead and snap your clamshells back together and place 3 screws to hold them together. Evenly space them. I chose the one in the back, the long one in the middle, and the short one in the lower front. You do not want to use the one in the nose. Leave that one out. That'll help hold them together while you're doing your sanding. Before we start sanding, a couple important things you're going to want to pay attention to. First is your speed. You don't want to go too fast. If you go too fast and put too much pressure, you can actually melt the plastic, and you don't want to do that. And if you go too slow, no harm will be done. It'll just take too long and to complete the mod, longer than you're going to want to do. So pick a nice even speed, apply a nice even pressure. While you're sanding, you're going to want to rotate around the nose of the marker so that you're sanding evenly. If you sit in one spot, you'll just sand one spot. That's not good. You want to evenly in circles while you sand. So go ahead and grip the TipX firmly. You want to hold it level while you do it, as level as possible, and we'll start sanding. You can start out slow like I do and evenly increase the speed till you find that sweet spot, I call it. Even pressure and rotate around the nose. Every minute you're going to want to stop and check your progress. You see where you're at. It's easy to get carried away. You'll check your progress and see if it fits. We'll stop there and we'll take it, see where we're at. You'll slide the barrel in. If it stops and it doesn't fit, then you're not done yet. You'll need to continue sanding until it does. And if it fits, you're good to go. You're going to want to look for a nice smooth fit. Like I said, you don't want to get carried away. You don't need a big gap around there. You just want it to fit in smoothly and evenly so it slides with no little friction. That's perfect. We're there. Alright, as you're sanding, you might notice that you will start to expose the screw on the inside where the front screw goes for the sight. It will start to expose the inside. You'll be able to see. That's okay. That's normal. That's why we left that front screw out. Okay. Once you've achieved this, you are completely ready to put your marker back together, but before you do so, you're going to want to wash both halves. You don't want any of those sanding grits inside there. Completely clean both halves, dry them, and you can reassemble your marker and install your Nemesis TipX front block. Alright guys, once you've completely reassembled your marker, you're going to want to go ahead and place all of your screws in except for the front screw that goes into the sight. You want to leave that screw out because of the exposure that you've created on the inside. If you put the barrel in while that screw is in, you will scratch your barrel. So leave that screw out, put your barrel in, tighten it down, and then place that screw in and tighten it down. Alright everybody, that was our demonstration video. I hope it was helpful. Thank you for watching, and if you have any further questions, you can send us an email or contact us on any one of our social media platforms.